Hi, I'm Ryan Taylor, owner and operator of Taylor Technologies and Kentucky Safe and Vault. I'm 31 years old. We're based out of Lexington, Kentucky, and I run the business with my better half, Paige, and our 18-month-old little girl, Ava. Okay, now I'm going to get into Taylor Technologies. Taylor Technologies is the part of the business that I really enjoy. This is where we basically craft new, innovative tools the market's never seen before that are solely for safe cracking. And what I've laid out here are 3 tools that we've actually produced that are now considered industry standards. So you'll see hundreds, literally hundreds, possibly thousands, I'd have to look at the numbers, of locksmiths and safe technicians that have these tools, and these are tools that we've invented and put into production. One of these is the Helix. Helix Revolver. It's a rotating template that's completely universal, and this allows you to essentially drill any safe in the world. It comes with a code card, and you just run down this list of codes and look over on the side. It'll say like B22. You drill the code on here and you can't miss. So it's taking the job, it's taken the science out of safe drilling. It really has. I'm also a prolific writer in the industry. I've written over 50 articles for Safe and Vault Technology, the National Locksmith, Locksmith Ledger, and I've taught countless seminars all over the country to the government, to the banking industries, to locksmiths, to ATM technicians, to manufacturers on safe cracking, safe opening, electronic safe locks, mechanical safe locks, safe deposit locks. It's just what I do. Okay, these are just a small assortment of the type of safe opening tools a real safe technician, not a locksmith, an actual safe technician uses to crack safes. You'll find very few guys in the world that have this assortment of equipment, and this is only starters. We've got what are known as bore scopes in the industry, all different sizes. This is 26-inch. Doctors would call these endoscopes. You've even got some of the newer technology. This is a video scope that articulates. You know, this is the stuff that doctors will put in your knee. Very expensive stuff, but it allows you to go into a safe and look around. It also allows you to capture images and look at them later. We've got the amplifier that you see in all the movies. This is actually used a lot less than you think it would be. We've got, this is actually a tool that I developed. This is a electromagnetic drilling rig. This will actually exert 2,200 pounds of force on the safe and allow you to drill it. What makes me different is I don't take locksmithing jobs. I don't take car opening jobs. I don't take standard safe opening jobs. I only take stuff that's unique and very difficult. Bank vaults, stuff that's hasn't been made in 100 years and no one knows how to open it. Stuff that's dangerous to open, stuff that's got glass in it, that's made to be drill resistant, government containers. I want, after I beat that safe, I don't want to do it again. I want to move on to the next hard thing, and that's what's fun to me.
Hi, I'm Ryan's mom. We've always said that safe cracking is the perfect job for Ryan. He started at a young age. This was his tool of choice, a paper clip. He used this to get into the computers that we had. Even though they were password protected, it drove the IT guys crazy. Ryan then moved on to getting it into the family car as it was in the driveway. He could get through the window and unlock the door, so we had to resort to clubs. We had clubs in every vehicle that we owned. He's now moved on to bigger things, safe cracking. Thank goodness it's legal this time.
This is called a jump box. Jump box. You've seen a jump box for your car? Well, this is a jump box for your safe. But instead of starting your car, it opens your safe. This is something that will probably debut in a few months at a national convention called SAFTA, Safe and Vault Technicians of America. We're also probably going to market this also. Very few people have seen this. This is called the Uno. Uno meaning one. It's a universal keypad, which means this keypad works on essentially every electronic safe lock made in the United States from all the different manufacturers. So it's universal. It's one. This is a tool that very, very few people at all have seen. This is a tool that will be used just for the government. It's just for, we call them spooks, CIA people. We won't be selling it to locksmiths, we won't be selling it to safe technicians. And this tool essentially, now with a lot of the enemies in the state being inside the U.S., you need to know what people inside the United States are doing and what they've got inside their safes. And you don't need them to know that you know what's in their safe. So this tool basically allows you to, a government agent, to go inside the location, plug it, remove the keypad, plug this in and place the keypad, open the safe door, examine the contents, and then close it back by pressing one button. And there's no reason for a locksmith to have this. They should drill it or use other means. That's what this is for. This is for covert entry, but I show this because it's the type of cutting edge stuff we're doing. Like I said, I'm like a computer hacker that fell into safe work because when someone says you can't do that, I want to show that you can. And my buddies Joe and Bo, who own Scoop Mods, helped me out with that. And they're kind of the muscle behind the operation. And we'll actually go visit them in their location.
Do it. My name's Bo Bigger. I own Scoop Mods Incorporated. We make aftermarket motorcycle parts, mainly. And then, of course, Ryan, he had us manufacture a few parts for Lockmasters. So that's.
Well, they're not too busy doing motorcycle parts.
There's Joe O'Brien.
Big wrench, Joe. We do this big wrench. You wrenched up this real big wrench. That's what I do. Alright, here's what we've got. Here's our next victim. This is a Hall safe. It's 130 years old. It's in Cincinnati, Ohio. It hasn't been opened in over 80 years. Now the story behind this is there's over $250,000 in it.
Really?
Yes, but the more morbid side of this is that the old owner of the building, this is the 1930s, had a deformed son. The son went missing, and shortly thereafter the safe was locked and never opened again. And he sold the building. It's a 3,000-pound safe. The building was literally built around the safe. Now, the owner has agreed to let us open this. It's been on the news multiple times. It's considered an uncrackable safe. There's no such thing as an uncrackable safe. But the stipulation is we can't put a hole in there. We cannot
We
drill a
have to
hole in
use
it.
existing holes or something? Or
No, we can't put
we
any
can't
holes
do
in it.
anything.
No
Oh,
holes. No holes. No fancy business. No drilling. No rigs. No vacuum rigs. I mean, I'm out of ideas. I mean,
What about dynamite?
you are full of good ideas, Joe. Thank you. We cannot put a hole in it, and we can't blow it
Okay.
up.
Can't do anything.
No
Okay.
holes. No holes. No fancy business. No drilling. No rigs. No vacuum rigs. So, well, I've worked on it prior, had 2 hours on it, and used a laser apparatus on the handle, and was able to get 2 out of the 4 numbers.
Really?
2 out of 4 numbers. It's a 130 number dial. So we still got 2 more numbers to find. I don't think I can find them through manipulation, through laser aid. I think we got to go one step further, and that's where this comes in. Auto dialer, robotic dialer. This is going to actually physically dial every single possible combination. Now the problem with this is this was made for a prior project on a modern dial, on a modern safe. This isn't made that way. We've got to actually add something to this thing where every single time it dials, there's an apparatus on this handle that checks the handle to see if the safe's open. So it's going to dial a number, check the handle. Dial a number, check the handle. So we've got to figure out some way to attach to this handle without marring that safe finish, without drilling anything or tapping anything, and test the handle repetitively. We're talking millions of possible combinations. This thing might work for days, possibly weeks, but it will get it without putting a hole in it by trying every possible combination. Right here, we've got a pre-existing vacuum base for a safe. We've got 360 degrees of articulation. We've got about 6 degrees of travel. This is going to allow us to go on a vault door or anything non-magnetic or something we can't put a hole in it. If we can't drill into it, put a hole so we can attach a rig, now we can actually suction down to it. Okay? 360 degrees movement. A problem with this we're having is this. I gotta have an outlet or a vacuum pump, and I've gotta have a hose. Well, if I've only got one outlet and I need to attach my drill to it, I'm in trouble. So what we've got to do is I want to take this. Okay, you're a funny guy. I want to take this and put that on there. So then you don't need that anymore. You still got 1,000 pounds of suction holding this thing on safe and a quick release whenever you want to take it off. So some way to put this on there. And you don't necessarily, I'd like to have the 360 degrees of rotation. If I can't get it, I can't get it. But some way, so this thing's got to be out to the side. Any potential problems you see with that?
Getting that articulation is probably going to be a problem. I mean, what's the max distance between this mount here and the safe surface?
It's going to be 2.5 inches. I mean, an inch and a three-quarter.
Max. This is
Yeah.
ideal right here.
Yeah.
Okay. And we basically just have to build a plate that mounts on these screws.
Okay.
That comes off to the side.
Okay, but what about, then we got, if you're pushing up right here, it's going to pry it up.
Do you think that'll be an issue?
What if we put a kicker right here, on this side? Like, so basically,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
it,
sure.
it goes there and it goes here.
Sure. Yeah, we just make one plate that goes all the way through here.
Aluminum.
Why is the articulation so important? I know
It's not, here's
because you can put this anywhere.
the problem, the issue with this is, once you put this on the door, it's a big deal to take the entire plate off again. Okay, so if you don't take the plate off, you just have to move this. That's nuts.
Almost. I got one more operation, and then we should be finished.
Do you want to move it?